A third dynasty of ancient Egypt marks a pivotal transition, ushering in the era known as the Old Kingdom. This period, spanning from approximately 2686 to 2613 BCE, laid the foundational stones for much of what we recognize as pharaonic civilization. It was a time of profound innovation and consolidation. Following the early dynastic period, the Third Dynasty solidified the centralized state. It moved beyond the experimental phases of early kingship, establishing enduring administrative and architectural traditions. This era set the stage for the monumental achievements of the Fourth Dynasty. The transition from the Second to the Third Dynasty is not entirely clear, but it appears to have been a relatively smooth succession. The last king of the Second Dynasty, Khâsekhemoui, is often considered a unifier, having quelled internal strife. His reign provided a stable foundation. Djoser, the first king of the Third Dynasty, is believed to be Khâsekhemui's son. His ascension marked the beginning of a new era of prosperity and ambition. This period saw the full realization of a unified Egyptian state, ready for grand projects. Djoser's reign, lasting approximately 19 years, is arguably the most significant of the Third Dynasty. He is renowned for his visionary architectural projects and the consolidation of royal power. His name is synonymous with innovation. Central to Djoser's achievements was his vizier and chief minister, Imhotep. Imhotep was a polymath, serving as a physician, architect, and high priest. He is credited with designing Djoser's revolutionary step pyramid. Imhotep's genius transformed Egyptian architecture from mud brick to monumental stone. His innovations in construction techniques were unprecedented. He became a legendary figure, later deified for his wisdom and skill. The step pyramid at Saqqara is the defining achievement of the Third Dynasty. It represents the world's first large-scale stone building and the earliest monumental stone structure. Its construction marked a radical departure from previous burial practices. This pyramid was not merely a tomb but a vast mortuary complex. It included temples, courtyards, and chapels, all enclosed within a massive stone wall. The complex symbolized the king's divine status and eternal reign. The step pyramid's design, a series of mastabas stacked atop one another, evolved over several stages. It demonstrated an incredible leap in engineering and architectural ambition. This structure set the precedent for all future pyramid construction. The Third Dynasty saw a significant strengthening of the central administration. The king's authority became more absolute, extending throughout the two lands. Provincial governors, or nomarchs, were appointed and overseen by the central government. This period established a sophisticated bureaucracy to manage the kingdom's resources and labor. The efficient organization of manpower was crucial for monumental building projects. It allowed for the mobilization of vast numbers of workers. The capital remained at Memphis, strategically located at the junction of Upper and Lower Egypt. This central position facilitated control over the entire Nile Valley. It served as the hub of political and religious life. While the Third Dynasty is primarily known for its internal developments, there is evidence of military activity. Expeditions were sent to the Sinai Peninsula to secure valuable resources, particularly copper and turquoise. These were vital for tools and adornments. Inscriptions from the Sinai indicate Egyptian presence and control over these mining operations. This demonstrates the kingdom's ability to project power beyond its immediate borders. Such expeditions were crucial for economic prosperity. The borders of Egypt were generally secure during this period. The unified state maintained control over its territories, preventing significant incursions. This stability allowed for internal development and grand construction projects. Following Djoser, several kings ruled during the Third Dynasty, though their reigns are less well documented. Sekhemkhet, Djoser's immediate successor, began construction on his own step pyramid at Saqqara. However, it remained unfinished. Kaba is another king associated with an unfinished step pyramid, known as the Layer Pyramid at Zawiyat El Aryan. These projects underscore the continued architectural ambition of the dynasty. They followed the precedent set by Imhotep. The final king of the Third Dynasty is generally believed to be Huni. His reign is often seen as a bridge to the Fourth Dynasty. He may have initiated some of the building techniques that would culminate in the true pyramids. The Third Dynasty's legacy is profound, laying the groundwork for the golden age of the Old Kingdom. It established the blueprint for royal mortuary complexes and the use of monumental stone architecture. This innovation transformed the landscape. The administrative structures and centralized power developed during this era proved highly effective. They enabled the subsequent Fourth Dynasty to undertake even larger and more ambitious pyramid projects. The state was well organized and resourced. The Third Dynasty represents a crucial period of experimentation and refinement. It perfected the techniques and organizational capacity necessary for the construction of the Great Pyramids. It was truly the dawn of stone. This era solidified the concept of the divine king and the importance of the afterlife. The monumental tombs were not just burial places, but eternal homes for the pharaohs. They were symbols of enduring power and belief. The innovations of the Third Dynasty, particularly under Djoser and Imhotep, set a standard for millennia. They demonstrated the incredible potential of a unified and well-organized state. This period remains a testament to early Egyptian ingenuity.